Some tense moments in Broward County at a polling location. That's when some voters refused to wear masks.
And let's get to our Laren Livingston live now to pick up our team coverage from there. Laren.
Yeah, and take a look. You see the van behind me? You got Trump, Pence, well represented here just across the parking lot there. You had a Biden-Harris supporter there with their flag and their sign, and you can clearly see that the line continues to form here outside of Coral Ridge Mall where folks are voting. In fact, the sun wasn't even up this morning here across Broward County, up in Lauderhill, where the voters were certainly up and awake. This is what it looked like there early this morning in Lauderhill as dozens of people lined up to vote in person early there. Not too far away in Fort Lauderdale, much of the same, except by the time the sun did come up on the voters there, the clouds opened up and the rain came down and people brought out their umbrellas and continued to stand in line to cast their ballots. And there was also this incident here at Coral Ridge Mall here in Fort Lauderdale, where Fort Lauderdale police had to be called after some sort of an altercation between elections workers here at the polling precinct here and some voters who were not wearing masks. At one point, they were asked to leave. We're told people in line actually applauded when those folks left. Police were called. The supervisor of elections does not have the authority to enforce voting an election day polling site trespass affidavit. That is what it's called. The supervisor of elections has basically granted local law enforcement agencies across the county the ability to have, quote, disruptive and unruly persons removed by law enforcement officers from the polling site. Those folks were eventually allowed back into the polling site here. They did cast their ballots. They were not wearing their masks when they did so. And as far as we know, no one was arrested here. And again, they were allowed to vote without their masks on. And we have reached out to Fort Lauderdale PD about this incident. We'll let you know what they have to say. But aside from that, like my colleague down in Miami-Dade, Glenna Milberg, here in Broward County, things have been fairly smooth. The long lines have yet created some additional waiting time, anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to maybe close to an hour. We're hearing a bus load of people actually showed up at the Miramar Branch Library, one of their other early voting locations to vote, which of course pushed back the waiting period there. But other than that, no real technical glitches, no real issues here. So far, so good. And people are certainly enthusiastic on this first day of early voting. For now, we're live here in Broward, outside the Coral Ridge Mall there in Livingston.